The 1987-1988 Canadian dollar coin, often referred to as the Lonie, is one of Canada's most iconic pieces of currency. Although it was first introduced in 1987, its impact on Canadian culture and its status as a symbol of national pride cannot be understated. The 1987 Lonie is not just a coin. It's a piece of Canadian history that represents a significant shift in the country's monetary system, as well as an intriguing story filled with unexpected twists and turns. The obverse side of the 1987 Canadian dollar coin features a right-facing effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, the reigning monarch of Canada at the time. This side of the coin was designed by Arnold Machin, a British sculptor known for his portraits of the Queen on coins and postage stamps. His design depicts a mature portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, wearing the royal diadem, a tiara associated with her state regalia. To the left of the effigy, the inscription reads Elizabeth II, followed by the Latin phrase Digi Regina, which stands for Dei Gratia Regina. This translates to, by the grace of God, Queen, a traditional reference to the Queen's sovereignty under the divine right of kings. This portrait was commonly used on Canadian coins starting in 1965, until it was updated in later years. The effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side of the Lonie reflects Canada's status as a constitutional monarchy and a member of the Commonwealth of Nations. Including the monarch's likeness on the coin emphasizes Canada's historical ties to the British Crown and serves as a reminder of the country's political system. The reverse side of the 1987-1988 Canadian dollar coin features an image of a common loon swimming on a lake, designed by Canadian wildlife artist Robert Ralph Carmichael. The loon, a well-known bird in Canada, is symbolic of the country's natural beauty and wilderness. The loon design was chosen as a last-minute replacement after the original dies, which depicted a voyageur and an indigenous person in a canoe, were lost during transit. The image of the loon on the coin is detailed, capturing the bird's distinctive appearance, including its long neck, sharp beak, and intricate feather pattern. The water ripples around the loon give a sense of movement, emphasizing the bird's grace and connection to Canada's vast aquatic landscapes. Above the loon, the inscription, Canada, is prominently displayed, reinforcing the coin's national identity. Below the loon, the year of minting, 1987, 1988, is inscribed, along with the face value, $. This design choice was quite significant because the loon, being a common sight across Canada, particularly in the country's many lakes and rivers, resonates deeply with Canadians. The bird's distinct call and its reputation for being solitary and elusive further symbolize the Canadian spirit of independence and resilience. Prior to 1987-1988, Canada used a $1 banknote rather than a coin. However, due to the rising cost of paper currency production and the relatively short lifespan of dollar bills, the Royal Canadian Mint decided to introduce a more durable and cost-effective alternative. This led to the birth of the 1987 Canadian dollar coin, colloquially known as the Lonie, because of the image of a common loon on the reverse side of the coin. The decision to switch from a paper dollar to a coin was part of a broader trend in the 1980s and 1990s, where countries sought to save money by introducing coins for lower denominations of currency. Coins, with their longer lifespan and lower replacement costs, were seen as a more economical solution. The design of the 1987 Canadian dollar is one of the most interesting aspects of its history. The original design was intended to feature a voyageur, similar to the design of the 1935 silver dollar. However, the master dies for this design were lost in transit to the Royal Canadian Mint in Winnipeg, prompting fears that they could have been stolen and used to produce counterfeit coins. As a result, a new design was quickly commissioned, featuring a common loon on a lake. This new design was created by Canadian artist Robert Ralph Carmichael. The common loon is a bird deeply associated with Canada's natural wilderness, making it a fitting symbol for the new coin. This design decision, although made out of necessity, resonated with Canadians and has since become an iconic image representing Canada. The bird's call, a distinctive haunting sound, is often associated with the tranquil beauty of the Canadian outdoors. When the Lonie was first introduced in 1987-1988, the public reaction was mixed. Many Canadians were attached to the traditional dollar bill and skeptical about the change. However, over time, the Lonie became widely accepted and even cherished. It was seen as a symbol of Canada's independence and unique identity, particularly as it featured a design that differed significantly from any U.S. currency, reinforcing Canada's distinctiveness from its southern neighbor. The loonie also had a significant cultural impact beyond its initial economic intent. It has become a symbol of national pride and an everyday reminder of Canada's wildlife and natural beauty. The term loonie itself has become a part of the Canadian lexicon, often used as a playful nickname for the dollar. The success of the loonie later paved the way for the introduction of the $2 coin in 1996, known as the toonie. One interesting fact about the 1987 Canadian dollar coin is that, despite its status as a circulating coin, it also has collector's value. Coins in mint condition, especially those from the first year of production, are sought after by numismatists. The unique story of the lost master dies adds a layer of intrigue and historical significance to the 1987-1988 loonie, making it a fascinating piece for collectors. Another intriguing aspect is that the loonie has played a role in Canadian sports. During the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, a Canadian ice technician secretly embedded a loonie at center ice in the hockey rink. Both the men's and women's Canadian hockey teams won gold medals that year, and the coin was credited as a lucky charm. It was later retrieved and now resides in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, further solidifying the loonie's place in Canadian cultural history. The 1987-1988 Canadian dollar, or loonie, is much more than just a piece of currency. It represents a significant shift in Canada's monetary policy, a cost-effective move by the Royal Canadian Mint, and a symbol of national pride. From its unplanned design featuring the common loon to its role in sports superstition, the loonie has become an enduring symbol of Canada's identity. Whether in the pocket of a Canadian, a collector's album, or a display case at the Hockey Hall of Fame, the 1987 loonie stands as a testament to the rich and varied history of Canadian currency.